collected his lap of honour, to much adoration from the Blues faithful that stayed behind to thank Gary and the team for what they'd achieved since that fateful 8-0 drubbing against Bournemouth. Wolves look likely to miss out on a playoff place, all down to the 4 points we've nicked off on this season. It's still very, very quiet in China as our club sees out the season with a possible top 10 finish, again unthinkable under Lee Clark. For me, winning on Saturday and staying behind to thank the crew has made my summer almost complete. Almost. There's just a few other results I'd like to see, and if they come off, I think I'll be barbecuing every night till the new season begins. So that's it now for St Andrews. Until then, who will be coming, who will be going? Will we have new owners, and will this soap opera of a saga finally be closed, just like we so desperately want it to be? Up next, Bolton, as we can relax, as we don't need that last minute goal this time round. Just like last year though, I'll be listening, just like any other Saturday when I can't be there. The crowds are drifting back to St Andrews. More positive performance with the Rowett team next season will be the proof of the pudding. Bring it on. I just can't wait. Just another week being a Blue Nose. As always on a Monday night, 7:30, welcome to the Tilton Talk Show. Here with me and Chris, and no GA at the moment. We don't know where he's got to. I think he's got lost. Mr. Pugh, how you doing?
Good evening and well.
Grand to see you on Saturday, my good friend. Grand to see you on Saturday. And Mr. Owen, Mr. Owen.
Where
did that come from?
Mr. Owen.
Oh, really?
You're a compo, aren't you?
Yeah. You haven't had a shave again, have you?
No,
That's what it is. That's what it is.
Mr. Owen.
Mr. Brown. Mr. Brown. Is it Brown? Is that a Welsh name?
No, it's Irish.
No, it's Irish, is it?
It's got an E at the end, yeah.
Is it? All right, okay.
It's Irish Brown.
All right, how you doing anyway, buddy? All right.
Fine, thank you.
Did you go Saturday?
I didn't go, no.
Why?
I was doing the garden.
Doing the garden.
Finishing off my shed, which is up now.
All right.
And I went for a big walk as well with this thing down.
7 miles with the
7
dog?
miles. 7.25 actually.
You didn't? Oh, you're not one of these people that are going to start Facebooking how many miles you've walked, are you?
Got one of those pedometer things
Please don't.
on
I
my
beg you.
phone.
I beg you. I beg you. Even worse than selfie sticks or anything else that have ever been invented is a pedometer on your iPhone, which then tells Facebook how far you've just walked. Whoopie-doo.
Brilliant it is. Brilliant.
Oh dear me.
How's your back anyway, by the way?
Awful. Absolutely rotten and
Looks
dire.
Awful.
Yeah, Lloyd Dyer, as a matter of fact.
Not
Kieran Dyer.
Not Kieran Dyer.
Apologies for the missing the first 3 or 4 seconds of the introduction there, but it was Chris's fault, not mine.
Yeah. Blame
and as the door opens, welcome to GA, you're late.
Are we going to dock his wages
Yeah,
this week?
yeah, 10 biscuits, not from pay.
Yeah. There is a bag of nuts, don't forget, down there from last week.
There is a bag of nuts. Can I just check the
nuts.
drawer, see if they're still... Yes, they are.
They're still there, yeah.
Oh, roasted, salted cashew nuts. I'm not sure now.
There's some plain ones there for you.
We've got no
That's it, I'm afraid.
dry roasted.
No. God, you are fussy.
Next season, please, if you don't mind, and keep off the wasabi peas. Good job, we've not had any of them for a long time, have we? Right, okay, I'm absolutely thrilled at that performance on Saturday. Absolutely thrilled. Then again, we only got 20 seconds on the Football League show, unfortunately, because there are other teams that are competing for playoffs and or the championship spot. So we are going to come second at the minute. I was happy with the first half. When you go out sometimes and you nil down, you're a bit apprehensive, a bit pensive, and this and the other. But I was happy with the first half performance. Happy with the crowd; they're quite noisy. Happy with the gate. Was it 17,000 something? We'll find out the exact figures in a minute when GA switches his computer on. And obviously happy with the final result, and happy with Dyer getting that goal as well, shutting a few critics up. Yeah,
it was all around a great way to end the season, wasn't it? For your home performances, like you say. I think that's 8 unbeaten now.
Chris's headphones have just fell to bits in his hand. You need to take a photograph.
I've had these headphones for 40 years.
You can put it on. Yeah, go on, Chris.
Yeah, you think you said 8 unbeaten at home.
8 unbeaten at home, which is just unthinkable a year ago, wasn't it?
Well, that was what the fans' issue was, wasn't it, with Clark? I think the main issue was the home form, the appalling home form. So for us to turn it round and go 8 unbeaten to end the season is a really good record. So yeah, but like you say, everything about the day was just how we wanted it. Really, you couldn't have asked for much more. The freedom to go out there and play with no worries about relegation or anything. Both teams, Charlton with us in the same boat, which probably made for a better game.
They're probably in the same boat, but like they're not in our predicament, though, are they? They're
no,
a million miles away
exactly.
From
that in a sense, I suppose we had more to play for, being our last home game.
And we wanted to send something to prove, isn't it?
We wanted to send the fans away with a good result. So very pleasing. Lloyd Dyer getting the goal again, really well taken as well, I thought. So that was a good way for him. If he's not going to come back next season, a good way for him to sign off as well.
You'd like him to go, wouldn't you?
Like him to
come back next season?
I think he adds a different dimension.
He's sort of grown into it a little bit more, hasn't he? Yeah.
I'm not sure if he'd start every week, but he is something coming off the bench with his pace out wide. He can cause defenders problems, and like you say, he took his goal really well. So I think if he did sign, he would be a welcome addition. Yeah.
Thanks to JK, 17,775.
Yeah.
That's not too shabby, is
it?
Remember who we are, remember where we are, and all that. 17,755. The dog's causing mayhem in the studio.
Not sure how many Charlton bought, but
there was only a couple of 300, wasn't there?
So it was
many,
it's definite plus point to get more through the gate, and it's hopefully a good sign for next season. And
quite pleased to see so many people stay behind as well for that 10 minutes where the team are back in the dressing room, doing what they're doing and having their warm downs or whatever they're doing there, and very positive from the supporters when Gary led the squad out.
Yeah, I think it was it was good that he did lead them out as well. He was the first one round.
Quite a way in front as well, wasn't he?
He was, yeah. But he seemed to be enjoying it, It must be nice for him to do that. He did that as a player, obviously, a few years ago. So to come back and do it as a manager and see the appreciation he's got for the job he's done, it must have been nice for him, along with the players.
Sorry, I'm laughing at Chris. He's now posted a Facebook photograph of his broken headphones.
They've been in the family a long time.
Huh?
They've been in the family a long time.
I think that's unfixable, kid.
I think it's finally knackered.
I'll tell you what we'll have to do with you, mate. Just cut one of your ears off. That'll do.
That's a good idea.
Sort it out.
Yeah,
so Gary milked it. He loved it. He came out, a little girl. It must be his daughter. And you could see by his stature and his posture and his demeanour and everything that he was actually really relishing in everything that he's done. So JK's changed it to 16,111 now.
Huh?
Home gate 17,845.
Oh, average home gate.
Average. Beg your pardon. No, sorry. So it was very positive to see that, and bringing the crowds back is a big plus point, obviously, because it brings more revenue streams into the club.
Yeah, definitely.
Did you want the attendance for the Charlton match?
17,000. Go on.
17,775.
Yeah, we said that a minute ago.
Okay.
we just let you carry on in your own little world over there. You got a small match coming up, so you probably your mind's probably not on it, is it? You know what I mean?
Who are they playing? I can't remember.
I ain't got a clue. Somebody.
Who was it?
Somebody we beat.
I think.
Much more important match, of course, is Wednesday against Stoke.
Everton, isn't it?
No, talking speed.
You got Everton next.
He's talking speed.
I know. So good evening, fellow plebs from Doco, the leg end. Nice one. Ooh. Yeah, and then as I say, the team followed on then, and everybody, there was like a spirit of togetherness with them as well. It wasn't. Sometimes when you've seen these laps of honours like on years gone by, and bear in mind, we're a mid-table finish. We could go 10th if we beat Bolton and the other results go our way, which would be a massive achievement, for the football club, considering where we are, when that 8-0 drubbing happened.
Yeah, exactly. And a lot of like you said, a lot of the times the lap of appreciation could the players slumped, just casually walking round. But like you said,
we've taken your money. This is a chore for us.
Yeah,
we want to go home.
They were applauding back and everything.
Absolutely,
I do think, I do think it was a good sign. To be fair.
And Paul Caddis as well, right at the end, came right up to the Tilton Road. So he was destined obviously to go in to come back out, but he still came up and said thank you first off, But I'm well happy with the finish. I'm very happy with the season, to be honest with you.
I don't think. Well, as you said, after that Bournemouth game, which really is the focal point of this season, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Without everything before that game and everything after that game, you just always look back at that Bournemouth game and think that's where it all changed.
Do you think it was the lowest point?
Without a shadow of a doubt.
Since we got relegated from down to the third.
Probably even worse than that. Yeah,
really.
But it couldn't have got. We say it couldn't have got any worse than that. It could have done. It could have easily have done. We could have carried on the slump and been where Blackpool are now. But everything that's happened after that, you always think back to that game and how everybody felt after that game, and to think of the job he's done, the manager and the players have done to turn it around and.
Well, the week after Lee Clark had been relieved of duties at St Andrews. Now, imagine being in his boots like a week later, and the team you've just left just gets beat 8-0.
Yeah,
you'd go, that serves you, doesn't it? And,
exactly.
And then we've ended up staying up in a very decent position, and Lee Clark has ended up down a division, so to speak.
Well, to finish in the top half of the table, which we could very well do, is. It's quite remarkable. Really,
I couldn't.
The job he's done.
I looked at the results. When they flashed the league tables up on the TV, and I was actually, because I was very, very busy Saturday. I was doing a wedding and then working all night, because I hadn't had me time to sit down and go through my Super Six and one thing and another and this and the other, as I usually do, and pick it all to bits. And I was very surprised to see us actually in the top half of the table.
Yeah, exactly.
It's quite nice, quite nice, quite refreshing.
It is unexpected, but hopefully it's a sign of where we can go, and it'll be a regular occurrence next season as well.
Now, Rowett's record since he'd taken over, and pro rata that for the whole of the season, would have been 73 points now. Right, so that's pretty much in any other season, apart from this season, it's a little bit higher, but it's pretty much a playoff place.
Yeah.
With the same players, apart from just a couple of additions.
Yeah.
That Lee Clark had.
Yeah. Yeah. It's unfathomable, really. But like you say, fingers crossed. Hopefully, the majority of the squad can stay in place, and with a bit more help for Rowett in the summer. Who knows what we could do next year as well?
Not wanting to boost.
Yeah.
Well done, Joker.
Doco says hello, Chris and GA. I don't know exactly which Chris, but I noticed that he didn't say hello to me. So, so be it. So be it.
I can't think more.
No, not me.
Who are you anyway?
Docker says, I told you that the honeymoon period will only end at the end of the season. 60 points, great finish. I don't think anybody could have wished for it at the beginning of the season, to be honest with you.
Not at all, so.
I would have thought we'd have been, perhaps third or fourth off the bottom of the relegation places.
Well, we'd have took 21st, wouldn't we?
Oh, God, yeah.
All day long.
Clark, so. Yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah, I mean, I've said to a few people since, with the exception of the managers who are going to take their teams up this year, you'd have to say Rowett is the best of the next bunch, really. Yeah, in terms of the job he's done this year. In
terms of the turnaround, he hasn't really had an accolade for it, has he?
No, well, exactly.
Perhaps that's a good thing.
You think? Well, yeah, possibly.
Possibly a good thing. It's a kiss of death, isn't it?
You think of the money Derby have and the loan players that they've got this season. If they don't go up, that'll be a massive disappointment. But yet Steve McLaren's the one who's being touted for Premier League jobs like Newcastle.
Yeah, very much.
And then you think of the job Rowett's done since he's come in. Well, obviously he's got a lot more to prove over the years. He has done well, but he has only been there 6 months or whatever it's been. So next season will tell.
It's going to be a season next season, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
But
with his players.
I think, do you know what would be great, right? If we all turned up next season in a Gary Rowett jumper and shirt. I'd love it. If the whole of the Tilton had got Gary Rowett jumpers and shirts on, it'd be brilliant.
Casual bit of stubble.
Casual bit of stubble.
Even the women.
Yeah, why not? Even the wenches, why not? We're going to say welcome to Thomas Stanley, who's joined in with us tonight. And he says, great show, guys. Bournemouth, definitely his worst memory, by the sound of it.
Yeah,
I think a lot of people's worst memory. It's got to be.
Well, that is our season. That was the turning point of the season, wasn't it? After that, I know that wasn't Clark, but it was Clark's management team who took charge, and it was Clark's players, and the whole atmosphere around the club was just after he'd gone. So to come in after that was the turning point. That was the point in which I'm sure Rowett said, "This isn't going any lower than this. We are not going to be worse than this." And he's turned it around brilliantly. So
yeah, Doco, thanks for the big sloppy kiss. And Capo is saying, isn't it strange that the people who backed Clark, and I was one of them, don't forget, I was one of them. I'll back any manager that's a Birmingham manager. I don't care. I said it isn't a manager's job to play the game, it's the players, but as soon as we change, there is a camaraderie at the club, and an effort was made to do the best we can. Obviously, any manager in any industry, and that's what football is, it's an industry, has an impact on the people that work in and or around him.
Yeah.
That's inherent in business as well as well as football,
but especially in football, I think. Yeah.
Because of this close knit community, and you're with these guys every day. I can understand that. And it isn't. I don't know. I mean, look at Lee Clark's demeanour to Rowett's demeanour. I mean, they're completely chalk and cheese, aren't they?
Well, Blackpool weren't pulling up any trees before Clark went there.
No, I know,
but he hasn't turned it round.
No, he's chopped the trees
down. Hasn't got any. The atmosphere hasn't got any better there. The players haven't.
The grass has died on the pitch.
Yeah, well, yeah. But in contrast that to what the supporters, especially, I think as well. The apathy in the ground and in the stands during that Clark era,
horrendous.
It really was. It was just tragic to think of Blues fans who were that dismayed with what was going on.
Yeah.
But you just listen to Rowett and you can't help but be drawn into what he says.
Yeah.
You can't help but believe what he says and completely trust in what he's doing there. So.
My fear is there's bigger and better things out there for him.
Oh yeah, I'm sure there will be, but I don't think there will be yet. I don't think there will be over the summer.
Point to prove.
Yeah.
I've noticed we both got the same amount of kisses as well.
Have we?
Have you noticed? He was careful on how many he gave.
I'm concerned about that.
Yeah, I got 4 and you got 4.
How many do I get?
I got a
You
big,
got none,
I got a big sloppy kiss off him.
That's lovely.
I got a big sloppy kiss. Mine was with tongues.
I'm just thinking it now as well.
Trying not to think in pictures.
I'm thinking in pictures.
Oh dear me!
And he's sitting there. Oh no.
Well, Doco says the big test will be next season. Let's see who we'll bring in, and will we be pushing for promotion? Great times ahead, methinks.
Well, you don't want to get your hopes up too much in case
there's a lot of financial issues to go through.
Exactly.
Before we bring
if we remain stagnant over the summer, then we are going to be in a similar position or worse, because everybody else, you look at the teams who are going to come down from the Premier League with their parachute money, they're going to spend money. The teams who miss out this year are going to spend money. The likes of Bolton, who were in a similar position. They brought Neil Lennon in halfway through the season, and
they've beat us straight away.
They've improved dramatically.
Yeah.
So these teams are going to be thinking exactly the same things as us. So without wanting to dampen spirits too much, you don't want to be expecting promotion. You don't want to be expecting a top half finish until we know what situation we're in come August.
It's just difficult, that expectation, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. And that's nothing, unfortunately you can't control that within the fans. If the fans are going to get hyped up, and in some cases that's a good thing.
Puts more bums on seats.
He put more bums on seats. The atmosphere will improve, and as long as the club and the team can go with the flow and carry on with that, then we might start well. And if you start well in the division, then the momentum can take you a long way.
Blue Hobby says Clark reminds me of Phil Brown as a manager. You will have a lot of clubs and get nowhere. I think Lee Clark would have been better off staying down a division, don't you? And managing.
Well, if he stays at Blackpool, it'll be interesting to see what he does there.
But again, they're a club in trouble, aren't they?
Yeah, exactly.
Very
Well,
much so.
yeah, I've said before, they're 10 times worse than us.
He jumped from the frying pan to the fire.
Yeah,
didn't he, really?
the
Do you think he took it too quick as well?
into the volcano. I
Without
think,
thinking.
Well, I think I've said before, I think he's got so much self-pride, and his ego was hurting so much after being sacked that he actually probably thought within himself that he could, the lure of keeping Blackpool up and Blues going down was probably too big for him.
Yeah.
To think that he could do that.
Do you think that was on his agenda?
Oh yeah, well yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I really do. I think that probably crossed his mind and swung the decision for him. And he probably just wanted to get back into a job straight away. So,
okay, here's a little one for you, all you out there. Right, what I want you to do tonight is not Google any of this, none of it. Right, so no cheating, no cheating, no googling, no googling. I want you to name me every single championship team and every single championship current manager of that team.
And we're watching.
We're watching. We'll know if you Google.
We can see her.
We can see all of
this
you.
season.
No, now this minute.
Yeah.
Right.
What are you doing?
So Chris Pugh gets his phone out and starts having a look.
I haven't got the internet. I'm going to start typing them out.
So it's every single team, team and their manager. We could even do it in alphabetical order. We'll start. We'll do it in alphabetical order, shall we? I'll tell you what we'll do. We're going to do it in alphabetical order. So the first one, obviously, we'll miss Birmingham City out. No. The first one then is AFC Bournemouth. Who was the manager of AFC Bournemouth?
Do you want me to tell you?
No, we'll leave it for the shout boxes. The manager of AFC Bournemouth. We'll see if we can get through the whole lot of them before the show ends. Okay. So you've got just over an hour.
Everyone knew Clark should have gone after the Bolton game last season.
Yeah, I think so. I think that would have been a good time for him to go. Well, I think it would have been a good time for him to go way before that. But
there would have been no comeback from that, would there? None whatsoever.
Realistically, it wasn't ever going to get better than that. But this is what I say about his ego and his pride. I don't think he realised that it was never going to get better than that. I think he probably thought within himself that he was good enough to take us a bit further. But I don't think it ever, and it turned out that it never was ever going to get better than keeping us up on the last day. So,
Docker says Eddie Howell for Brighton. Close. He's close, but not close enough. So I'm not going to say that.
It proves he's not
also,
googling.
Yeah.
Well done.
Either that or his spelling is just atrocious.
Yeah.
And Docker says everyone has been praising Panos as well. He's brought stability and Rowett to the club, and if we were sold, I would like to still see him there. He's done a lot of good work, and he should be rewarded. Was there any news from that camp?
No, none at all.
None at all.
Right.
I'm
pretty sure Panos is well rewarded.
I'm sure he's well rewarded, but
I'm sure he is. Yeah.
I think the fans appreciate him.
Very much because he's a communicator.
In a similar way to Rowett coming in after Clark, Panos coming in after Pano, without selling Gray and everybody else in the January transfer window, he was always going to be much more welcome than the previous. So
what I'm saying is, if they brought anybody in,
well, exactly, anybody's got a chance after Pano, haven't they?
And fans are.
It's a good time to start after replacing somebody who was so vilified.
Exactly. Why can't it really?
Which was similar to Rowett, but he has done a good job, like we say. As with Rowett, he's done a very good job.
And JK is also saying Eddie Noel Howell. It's not Howell, Howell. It's not Howell.
Close.
We need to have the right surname as we can go no further. You've got 55 minutes now to get the rest of them. Right, okay. Panos, like I say, at least he's a communicator, and the fans like that. The fan, get on the side of the supporters.
Yeah.
And you're going to be very much welcomed at Birmingham.
Yeah, and I didn't see him, but he was there on yesterday as well at the ladies' game. He actually attended the ladies' game yesterday.
Good.
Did he?
He did.
Marvellous.
I didn't see him, but he was there.
Okay.
Right.
Well done, Doco. It's Eddie Howe. That's the first one. You got the first one right. Okay, so we're going to skip Birmingham City because we all know the answer to that one, and go on to Blackburn Rovers. Who is the current manager of Blackburn Rovers? Right, the Blue Obbers now got Eddie Howe as well. Yeah, so the spellings are coming in correct now. So, but please don't Google. It's just a bit of fun. And we can see you.
We're all watching.
This is the voice of the mist one.
Right, JK says...
No, it was me actually doing the voice of the mist.
Oh, JK said it was a joke. No L. No L.
Very good.
Oh, I thought he got his middle name out. I was thinking, he's definitely on Wikipedia. He is, without a doubt. Nice one, Jake. That has made me chuckle. Does anybody want some cashew nuts?
You know what? I think I'm going to have a cashew nut. I'm going to have one at half.
You're going to have a cashew nut? I'll tell you what, I'll let you open them then, Chris.
Right, okay.
Because you're probably
Look
stronger
at the
than me.
date first.
Oh, God, yeah.
Oh.
They're not Doco nuts, are they?
No. These have still got another week.
Oh, dear. Who do you think is going to come and go? Well, go anyway. We're not going to know about the come-ins because we're already looking.
Even going's difficult to say, isn't it? You know, obviously we know Zigic isn't.
He's not
being offered a new contract. That's no shock, really, is it?
Was you disappointed that he didn't play?
No, I don't think so. It would have been nice for him to come on for 5 minutes, but he's right.
I know, yeah.
That we want to build for next season. Do you know what I mean? It would have been a nice memento, but we do want to finish in the top half, and we do want to finish the season really well, and we do want to keep the momentum going. So, you know, if we'd have been winning 1-0 and he'd have come on and we'd have ended up drawing or losing, then it ends on a sour note, really, doesn't it? But
I can see that sentiment, yeah, without a doubt. Yeah.
So, yeah, but he'll always, even just for a couple of games, he'll always be a hero. So.
And I believe it was his idea not to.
Yeah, well, he was offered the chance to be on the bench and he rejected it. Yeah, for those reasons, you know, that he wanted the players who were going to be there next season to play, which is, you know, that's completely fair enough, isn't it? You know, it shows a bit of humbleness.
Docker says he was in the programme on Saturday prizing the fans and saying he will keep us informed of future progress down the Blues.
Yeah.
Well, instead of no L, there's no A. Yeah, but end of an era. I didn't like the money that he was on, and I think he could have done something about that. As a, you know, however, I know
I'll always disagree with you there. Well, if you're offered 60 grand a week, you're not turning that down for nothing.
Championship club that's in desperate financial trouble.
No, I don't care. You see, that's your contract. You're not going to offer to go down half your wages.
There's not that loyalty.
No,
there's not.
No.
That
And he, you know, there was
any players.
If anybody questions his loyalty and his love for Blues, there was a picture after the lap of appreciation. He did his lap of appreciation with everyone else, and then when the stands were empty, everyone had gone, all the players had come back in, and he went round again with his 2 kids in an empty ground. And that, you know, that's an amazing thought. That is, that a player nowadays would do that. You know how much the club means to him, that he walks round on his own with the stands empty for once again with his kids just around the ground again.
Let's hope you weed on all the corner flags on the way around.
Yeah.
Was it that somebody told him his fans would be there?
No.
What?
Yeah.
Somebody told him his fans would be there.
No, but it was that was a really nice touch as well. So,
but I think he'll go down in the
with that
the list of Blues legends from now on.
I really, really hope so, and I really do think he will do. Yeah, because he's played such a massive part in our greatest moment of the last 50 years. So
yeah,
no doubt,
possibly ever.
Some of the biggest goals that we needed ever.
Well, exactly.
Yeah. I know it all, but I just think.
And then for me, that's worth the money. Keep paying him as far as I can. Just give him 500 quid a week.
Right.
As a thank you.
Well, we still haven't had an answer for the manager for Blackburn Rovers. So Blackburn Rovers is the next one. So please put it on the shout box as soon as you know.
Is Doco okay?
Well,
I just want to make sure he's
he's
okay.
not okay.
He's not having
a
stroke or something. We've got Spectra and Daiwa. He's even got his own name wrong.
His own name wrong.
Don't you just love it?
He's not all there.
No.
He can't help it.
Of those 4, that he's mentioned. He's
Expected
mentioned
Gleeson, Dyer, and possibly Grahams will be gone in the summer.
Yeah, I hope 3 of them are there. I quite like Gleeson. I think Gleeson can play a part. I think Grounds has been a bit of an unsung hero.
Spectre will be gone though.
I think Spectre's the only one who, I don't think you'd miss him, to be honest. I think Grounds has been a bit of an unsung hero, to be honest. You know, he was the signing.
What is that?
I don't know.
All right, okay, there's a lot of misspellings going on tonight.
Yeah.
Blue Hobby, you got Lennon wrong. Lennon is not the manager of Blackburn Rovers.
No. But, you know, Grounds, you know, we've got Clark in charge. We've just survived from relegation, and then we go and sign a fullback from Oldham. You know, that was the signing that was the epitome of where we were, and a lot of people were a bit unhappy about that signing. So you've got to say, I think he's done quite well, considering when he come in, he wasn't really number one choice with the fans. So I think he's done alright, to be fair, Grounds.
Do we think
JK saying Jonathan Grounds played 44, started 44, substituted 90 minutes played equals 44 minutes at 3,960.
44 starts
basically backs
in the league, especially on, you know. I think he's been a pretty sound investment, to be fair.
And Capo is saying, when do you see the club in 5 years? Are we just going to continue to be a strong championship side, or promotion? Forget the financial situation to answer the question. I don't think you can.
No, you can't answer the question. You can't answer the question
Without
forgetting
finance.
the financial situation, because it's there.
Yeah.
It's not like it's, you know, going away tomorrow. We really don't. It's the 99% factor.
Yeah.
It's a shame, but
Well, it
it's
is,
true.
but that's the reality of it. Unfortunately, you'd like us to be a Stoke in 5 years. You know,
Yeah.
we get
Please don't say
promoted.
that. I've got
within,
some Stokies listening to
we
me.
get promoted within 2. You know, really, the dream would be promoted within 2 years, and a steady Premier League club over the next 3 years after that. But as I say, without
That's
without knowing
doing.
the financial
No.
situation, it's impossible.
No, absolutely impossible. And still waiting for a manager of Blackburn Rovers. Manager of Blackburn Rovers, please, somebody put it on the share box for us. You've got the whole lot to get through in 56 minutes, so it's up to you.
Speed it up.
You're either going to beat us or you're not going to beat us. Right, what are we doing for the half-time team talk, Chris?
What we're going to do is have a song.
Go on, what one is
Go
it?
on. We're going to have Robert G and All This Love.
All right,
Does that sound right?
here we go.
Okay.
See you in 5.
Oh, baby. This love is for you. Oh, yeah. I wanna give it to you. Oh, baby, I would not do. Yeah, share my love with you. I've been thinking about you all the time. 'Cause you stay on my mind, yeah. I wanna let you know, willing to show feelings I just can't deny. Oh, baby, I've been watching you for a while, and I really like your style, babe. But before I break it down, can we be more than friends? Oh, baby, this love is for you. I wanna give it to you. Yeah, I wanna give it to you. So let me give it to you. I would not do. I wanna give it to you. Hey, I love you. Yeah, just let me give it to you. I was thinking like I do is shake my head and smile. 'Cause you really drive me wild. Babe, I know you heard about me all over town, about the love I'm putting down. But the truth they don't know for sure. Now the truth, my dear, is knocking at your door. All this love is waiting for you. This love is waiting for you. All this love is waiting for you. This love is for you. Yeah, baby, I wanna give it to you. Yeah, baby, yeah. And I would not do. There's nothing I would not do to share my love with you. Yeah, yeah. Oh, baby, this love is for you. Yeah. Let me give you this good love. I wanna give it to you. Yeah. I wanna give you this good love. And I would not do.
Do you remember our first words when we met each other for the first time? For me it was too difficult to tell what I feel if we both would come together someday. But finally we came together, and even if your heart wasn't always beating just for me, you took a mine away, selling you to someone else, letting me still believe. Oh, that's when tears dry on scene. Oh, that's when love you learn to hate. Oh, that's when tears dry on scene. Oh, that's when love you learn to hate. First it was you that didn't want to get hurt, but then things changed and it was you that learned how to hurt. Oh, please don't say that only I've made the mistakes. If too much love is a mistake, how many times we tried till finally it was too late. Now asking for my friendship, you want me to forget? Oh, that's when tears dry on scene. Oh, that's when love you learn to hate. Oh, that's when tears dry on scene. Oh, that's when love you learn to hate.
There you go. The first track you heard was Robert G. The second track was Sebastian Portillo, When in Love You Something.
I've heard both then. Right. Okay, back to the list of current managers. I've just reading through these with Chris Pugh in the interval, and he got every single one right, one after the other, every single one. Well done, Chris.
Clever sod.
You've had the Tilton Talk Show clap. Right, we'll get the shout box back up, gents, and then we'll find out where we are. Right, okay. So next up then is where have we got up to? Because
We've got to Bolton, but they've got that.
We've already done
Right, okay.
Got that.
So next one then is Brentford. Who is a current football manager of Brentford?
I don't
You
know.
know, don't you, Chris?
Oh no.
I can't believe you got everyone. I wouldn't have got 3, perhaps 4. I just don't have a memory. I haven't got one. Don't have a memory. Chris, the cashew nuts are very nice tonight.
Oh, no, the dog likes them.
Yeah, the dog spat it out.
Yeah,
Ladies, how do we do this weekend?
Badly, really badly. Lost 1-0 at home to Chelsea, which, on the face of it, it's not that bad actually. They're top of the league with 4 wins from 4, and they look like the real pace setters. They look the ones to beat. I have to say I was very impressed with them. But from Blues, especially first half, it was really, really disappointing. Just looked disjointed. Players playing out of position, which was strange. And against a really good opposition, they were found out, and it was. Yeah, we were lucky to have 0 in a 1-0 defeat, especially at half time. But second half was marginally better, but we still didn't create enough to test them really. Yeah, so not a good day in the office. But we've got Bristol on Wednesday night, and Bristol at bottom of the table, so that's
must-win
at
game,
Blues
apparently.
at home. Yeah, so that is the crucial one now. We really need to win that one. Karen Carney, Kirsty Linnett, Jade Moore were all back on yesterday. Sorry, Carney and Linnett come off the bench, so hopefully they'll be available to start against Bristol, which will help us. So fingers crossed for that one. But the development side, if I could just mention the development side, their replayed semi-final. Remember we mentioned it last week. They replayed their semi-final yesterday at Liverpool.
And this was the semi-final that had to be replayed.
Yeah, that was it. Because of the referee and error, the 4 subs. Yeah, and shock horror, it went to extra time, 2-2 again, the same as the first game. But thankfully, we went on to win 4-2.
Right.
So Blues are in the final against Sunderland on the last Sunday in May, which I'm not sure if that's the 30th or the 31st.
It's the 31st.
The 31st, the Sunday is, yeah. So that's going to be at Stratford Town FC's ground, which is
That's
quite
going to be the
local.
biggest game in May, actually, isn't it?
That's the biggest cup final that weekend, without a shadow of a doubt.
Yeah.
Nothing
else going on,
I think
is
it's
there?
the only one.
Yeah,
really.
there's nothing else going on.
Only one
yeah,
of the interest, anyway.
So that'll be really good for the girls, especially the development girls, because it'd be good to get a few fans down there and cheer them on in a final. So
Cracking. And how old is the development squad?
well,
Up to
a lot of them are younger, a younger age, but there are a few players who have been in and around the first team squad, and the first team will have broken up by then for the World Cup, for the Women's World Cup. So you might get a few of the fringe first team players like Coral Haynes and Frida Isi who can play that game in that final, because they have played in the development side this year. So hopefully we'll be able to put a really strong side out for that final and get some silverware for the development side.
Brilliant.
One thing I would like to mention as well, which I found very disappointing, and I still haven't heard back off the club. The Blues, the first team game against Chelsea yesterday, there was no minute silence for the Bradford anniversary.
Really?
I know somebody who works for Oxford United, and they told me that the FA had written to every club, male and female, to make sure that there was a minute silence marked, and there was one at Arsenal. I know there was one at Arsenal, and there wasn't one at Blues, which I was a bit
Perfectly
disappointed.
observed at St Andrews.
Yeah, very much so. Yeah,
There was a baby crying in the background, which can't be helped. Absolutely can't be helped. But the dirty, filthy, scummy noise made at Manchester United yesterday, I was so glad when Everton shoved 3 past them. Yeah, what, a minute? You can't give a minute?
Yeah.
What a disgrace.
Yeah.
It is, yeah.
A vile club. Irrelevant club, Manchester United. Irrelevant. Sorry?
What happened? Because I missed
It was actually at Everton. I don't know if that...
It was the Manchester United
Oh, was
supporters
it
that
the
were causing
end?
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
'Cause-
okay.
And even the Talk Sport presenter said that he was absolutely disgusted with the way they conducted themselves.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've now got the Brentford manager at Mark Warburton. We're now on to Brighton and Hove Albion. Brighton and Hove Albion, please. That shouldn't be too difficult, that one. Join up to the Ladies Supporters Club, Uncut JK. Blue Vipers says it's nice to see the ladies were giving out free tickets for the game against Chelsea on Saturday.
Yeah, a couple of the players were outside the main stand, I think it was, giving out free tickets, trying to promote the game, so
Brilliant.
that was good. Agree with JK, the Blues Collective have took over the Ladies Supporters Club, so free membership and plenty of discounts and opportunities, so get joined up to that one.
Brilliant. And Doco's got that one right at Chris Houghton. Okay, so on to the next one that we go then is Cardiff City. Who's the current manager of Cardiff City? Please don't Google it. We have got the Google cams on. We do know what you're doing. So it's Cardiff up next. So Blues, we have a cup final.
Yes, yeah. Which I know the girls were really, really disappointed, especially after the first game, losing on penalties. So to go back there, and we went 1-0 up and 2-1 up again. So it went pretty much exactly the same way as the original tie, and so for it to be 2-2 after full time going into extra time, their thoughts must have been, we can't go through this again, surely, all the way to penalties.
Can they possibly bring on 4 subs?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So yeah, it was. They showed a lot of resolve and a lot of heart to go through and seal it eventually. There was remember the Farrell Williams goal, the goal that shouldn't have been allowed from the halfway line last year in the first game, in the first team game. There was our captain Anna Wilcox straight from half time scored from halfway line straight from the kick-off.
Incredible.
So, but that was perfectly allowed because that was right from half time and the ref blew the whistle. So,
right.
But to score from halfway, it's a bit of poetic justice there. So
both Channel K and Docker have got the next one right at Cardiff. Then that's Russell Slade. Yeah. So that's you're doing quite well. I think you're going to beat us by the look of it. So we'll go from Cardiff then on to Charlton Athletic, who is the current manager of Charlton Athletic. Thinking caps only, no Googlies. No Googlies.
I wouldn't know.
I'll put something to you though, Chris. That fourth player was an illegible player, sure.
Yes.
Right now, Rotherham have just been docked 3 points for fielding an illegible player. If that's the FA rules, that's the FA rules. There's nothing that you can do about that. If that's what they did, that's what they did. So they've got to be docked the 3 points.
Yeah.
It has kind of put a real spin on the bottom of the championship.
It's kept it alive really, because without that, it'd be over now going into the last game. But as you say, I think Rotherham have got Reading at home on Tuesday or Wednesday night. Mm-hmm. If they win that, then they're safe. But it's kept it alive, and not in the way you'd want it to be. You want it to be resolved on the field rather than off the field, but yeah, unfortunate that them the rules, as they say. So
how does a football club not have all the checks and balances in place to field somebody who's not allowed to play for them?
But it's happened quite a lot. I mean, Blackpool did it this season and got a fine for it.
So it's a fine for one and then 3 points.
Yeah, well, that's what I found quite strange as well. Yeah, but I don't know.
Or was it just irrelevant?
Points off Blackpool. They probably just felt sorry for him. But it has kept it alive, and it's kept. Unfortunately for Wigan, they couldn't capitalise. They lost at home to Wolves, so that dented their hopes a little bit. I think it's just the table. Just looking at the table now. Rotherham on 42, Millwall on 41, Wigan on 39. So a point for Rotherham at home to Reading will send Wigan down. Right. So it's completely out of Wigan's hands, and it's out of Millwall's hands. A win for Rotherham, and Millwall and Wigan are down before we go into next week. But I think pretty sure Millwall have got Wolves away, and Wigan have got Brentford away. So they're both teams who are going for the playoffs as well. So it's looking unlikely that it's going to matter that Rotherham have been deducted 3 points, but it could have had a really big impact on it, and it still might. But it's in their own hands still.
And we could have so easily been sucked into it ourselves.
Yeah, well, exactly.
Well, we
would have been right. It'd have been
over
now.
We wouldn't have been here relaxing now, drinking non-alcoholic beers and eating roasted salted cashew nuts.
You're old.
Doco has got that next one right, as Guy Luzon, and Channel K says, Doco, I reckon you're Googling.
I reckon it is as well. I reckon.
I reckon.
Checking the Google.
Interesting point there from JK, going back to the ladies one. Some say that Liverpool should have been kicked out of the cup, or at least made to play at Blues. Why should we have had the expense of travelling all the way back up there again for that mistake?
They actually covered our costs of going back up.
Oh, right.
Liverpool did. They were made to cover our costs of going back up. But I think, a couple of the players were hoping that they'd be kicked out. But in their own in our own heads now, we know that we've got to the final fair and square. We haven't had to rely on someone being kicked out. We've gone up there, all right, lost on penalties, but we've drew to them in the original game over 120 minutes, and then we've gone back up there and beat them at their own place. So it's given them a lot of confidence, and I think that they'll take it being in a final anyway. It comes, so. Yeah. But it's a good point. It was, they were wondering what the repercussions were going to be, but. They'll take going back up and winning.
Cool. After Guy lose on at Cheltenham Athletic, then we've got Derby County. He was the current manager of Derby County. That was not too difficult.
Easy one.
Not too difficult. That's one I would have got.
That one.
Yes.
I'd have got that one.
Comfortable.
I'd have got the Blues and that one and Blackpool.
Yeah.
I think that might have been
Blackpool.
it. I think that might have been it.
You got Blackpool.
You'd have probably got Brighton as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who?
Brighton.
Oh, like Chrissy Houghton. Yeah.
Stocko straight in.
Stocko straight in there with Steve McLaren.
He's got
We've
that,
he's
got that Google
he
all
has,
over
he has,
top
hasn't he?
there.
Just
Yeah.
finish saying the
Smoke
sentence. Come on.
Well, not so much Google, but I'm sure Docco has got some kind of internet connection where Steve
No, unless he's got an intelligent friend with him.
Steve McCarran, that's Noel again.
No, sorry, Capo, that's not correct.
That's Noel Capo. Steve Noel McCarran.
No, Blue Arbor wouldn't be googling. So
No,
we'll give it to him.
Yeah, we'll give it to Blue Arbor.
Because
That was
Bob-
Blue Arbor, right? Because
We can trust
Channel
him.
K unfortunately spelt it wrong.
Yeah.
No, but he did come in. Hang on, he did come in first with a. Yeah, no, but it's Capo. Right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. After Derby County, then comes Fulham. Who is the current manager of Fulham? There you go.
Another one that's changed a bit.
Chasing this young lad from Stoke. This was a defender from Stoke, or not chasing him, but a guy called Andy Wilkinson. Don't know a great deal about him. To be honest
He's
with you.
I wasn't aware that we were rumoured to be after him, but I think he's a bit of a journeyman defender, centre back or left back. But he's quite a hard player. He's passionate. He don't mind a tackle every now and then. So I think at this level he'd be quite reliable. In the back line as a left back. I think he's predominantly a left back. So that
Right back according to that.
Right back.
But someone who can play along that back line, it'd be good to bolster it, because if we do get an injury there, that's probably one place we do look a bit weak. So I don't think that would be too bad a signing.
No.
His contract expiring.
Apparently you're chasing him along with Blackburn Rovers at the moment.
This is the problem, isn't it? When when you're competing against people that got money,
Yeah,
even if it's just a bit of money,
Yeah, exactly.
He's going to have a free transfer, so
Yeah.
that might not place. It's the wages side of it is the bigger thing now, isn't it?
Well, it's wages and
It's also where do you want to live as well,
which
isn't it?
manager can. Well, yeah, mind you, it's not too far. Stoke to Blackburn, Stoke to Blues. It's not that.
Yeah, but I wouldn't live in Stoke. I live in Stoke. It's just full of chip shops. There's a chip shop and every corner is. Seriously.
He's
Seriously.
right.
Seriously.
Yeah, I know. But,
I brought a Stokey to the game on Saturday, right? Show them what real, passion and love for football is.
To say, where's the chip shop?
We went past a chip van. A chip van outside the main stand. I said, look, it's even from Stoke. It's like got written on the side of the van. Portable, bring them in. Chips. Chips for dinner, chips for tea, chips for breakfast in Stoke. That's all they eat, chips. I'm going to get slaughtered for this. I don't care. I don't care.
You notice the rest of us are just going.
I know, yeah. I know somebody from Stoke now. Yeah.
Do you know somebody from Stoke?
I know from
But no,
Stoke,
Stoke as a place, it's
Yeah.
it's a bit like Millwall Football Club. It's an irrelevant place.
It is,
Stoke
yeah.
is irrelevant.
It's
Made up of
pretty
7
de-
towns.
Yeah, it's pretty depressing as well.
And it's like
Where's that place? Burslem or something?
Burslem. There's
Yeah.
Burslem,
Oh, that's
Hanley,
horrible then, yeah.
Longton,
Newcastle.
Newcastle just a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The line, yeah.
And you drive through and you can't wait to get to the other side. It's like I went to East Germany just after the Berlin Wall came down, And believe me, it was like going back in time. There was kids playing with hoops and sticks, and everything went from colour to grey.
Yeah.
That's Stoke. That's what Stoke looks like to me,
Yeah,
just
it
a
is.
grey, dark, dank place.
Yeah.
With lots of chip shops.
Maybe
That's the only
can we
illumination
just
they've got
say
in
at this
Stoke.
point that these views are not necessarily the views of the radio station?
Why did you say not necessarily when you know full well they are?
They are the views of Nick DJ Sport. We'll be giving his address out later.
Blue Officer saying Wilkinson is a Martin Granger with a right foot. And Doco says he's not cheating. We didn't believe you.
Yeah, he's that sort of in the mould of Granger, a tough tackling defender. So yeah, I think he'd probably fit in pretty well. So
He was a cracking player, he wasn't he, Granger?
Oh, brilliant. He broke that lad's legs, didn't he, up there?
Bournemouth winning.
Bournemouth 1-0 against Bolton.
There you go.
Pew.
Say that one a bit louder, sorry.
Bournemouth beating Bolton 1-0,
Well,
which would see them
yeah, that's promotion,
all
isn't
but
it?
promoted.
Yeah, it's going to
Pretty
happen.
much
isn't it?
is, yeah.
Okay, so after Doco cheating with Kit Simons and Fulham, we've now got Huddersfield. Who is the current manager of Huddersfield Town? Is that the only game on tonight, or are there any
the
others?
only-
It's the only game on tonight. Okay, cool. Right, after I say, where's that time gone? Where's that hour gone?
I know.
Where's that hour gone? Should we just sit here now and say nothing for the next 30 minutes?
let him reel off the managers. Yeah,
yeah.
Doco's got that one.
Doco is on a roll tonight, either that or he is cheating. Okay, next one down then is Ipswich Town. Who's the current manager of Ipswich Town?
All but
Amazing.
Sorry,
Sorry,
the playoffs, aren't they?
Yes,
but
they
yeah,
are
all but-
still.
yeah.
Yeah.
amazing how many managers have changed positions this year, though. It's been
Well, if you'd have done that, I wouldn't have got all of them if it would have been named the manager at the start of the season.
Oh, right.
That would have been a lot harder. You know, you think about the chopping and changing of managers over the season. Some have changed twice. Do you know what I mean? So
well, Watford have changed their manager 4 times. Now,
exactly.
I know Troy Dean is a blue nose. How did he not get that Player of the Year award?
For the championship,
Yeah.
Who did get it?
Bamford went to go from
Bamford.
was from Middlesbrough, isn't
Yeah,
he? Yeah. You're a captain of a side that's had 4 managerial changes.
and you look like you're going to win the league.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
I don't know which
It's a
award
good
it was,
point.
but I was Channel K saying Doco should be disqualified. Being honest, I do think there's a cheater in the house. Ipswich is Mick McCarthy. Channel K, we're giving that one to you.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so I think Troy get a good interview on TV, and
yeah. I mean, he's someone that's it's a good role model for young kids. Someone who's turned their life around, and he's now going to be playing in the Premier League, which it's a really good moment for him in his life now. So fair play to him being a Blue Nose.
yeah, because he was a bit of a rum lad, wasn't he? Bless him.
Yeah. That's
Bless him.
understatement, I think. Yeah,
He's getting on a bit, isn't he, Troy, didn't he?
I'd have him in our
I'm not
team.
sure actually.
I'd have him in our team,
It's,
definitely.
I think he's still got a fair bit, plenty to offer. He took his goal on Saturday really, really well. So
Do you think he's going to step up to the Premiership though? And it's a big,
that's a
it's a
huge
big mark.
step.
It's a big
That's
mark.
a huge step. I think he's got the will and the determination. He's going to definitely put himself about. It depends whether he'll get game time. You'd like to think so, but if Watford decide to throw a bit of cash at it and
Well, they've got
buy
some,
a
haven't
couple
they?
of strikers, then he might not get as much game time. But
They've got some, haven't they? Certainly. Doco's saying I don't need to cheat, Capo. I'm just very clever. You can't even spell don't correctly.
yeah,
It's interesting, isn't it, that it's got every single one of the spellings right on all of these.
Yeah,
managers,
Copy paste.
Copy and paste, yeah. He's got all the managers right that can't spell his own name.
We're going to call it Docky and paste.
Docky and paste.
Docky and paste it. Okay, so we've just done Ipswich, and the next one down on the list is Leeds United. Who is the current manager of Leeds
I wonder
United?
who'll get that first.
Yeah, Docky and paste will get
Come
it.
on.
Well, he's a
Okay.
clever bloke. Clever bloke.
I don't say that he's not
Well,
clever.
as soon as he comes here, you just by looking at him, you think, God, he's
Just the
clever.
way he's dressed and
Yeah,
his attire
yeah.
and his
His
demeanour and
attire,
his persona
that's
and everything
right,
about him, yeah.
Are we talking about the same person here?
Docky hasn't got it. I'm not giving it him.
Doc is saying
I
Neil
think he's
Redfern,
spelled it wrong.
he's copied and pasted from the wrong.
Oh, no, yeah.
He's trying to be clever.
Has he
now,
spelt
but-
it wrong? I'm pretty sure he spelt it wrong.
He hasn't. Yes, he has spelt it wrong. Yes,
And
Doco.
Capo has.
No, Channel K is correcting himself.
Quick, somebody get it in. Get it
Yeah,
in.
Capo, you spelt that wrong as well.
If anybody wants the
It's
accolade,
open.
it's
You
still
only
open.
get one go. You only get one go.
Still open.
There's a gold medal for you asking for this one.
So you could sneak in on the outside.
Brilliant stuff. I love it.
Are you going to get it?
Tell GA to... No, I can't do that on air.
I will. Sod off. Oh, sod off.
As he would normally say.
Did anybody see it in the news today, over the weekend? You might not have done. The top football division in Algeria, there's 16 teams in it.
16?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's 4 games left. Every team could possibly win the league and go down. There's about 8 points between top and bottom in the division. Absolutely incredible. That's... I mean, what are the chances?
Which league's
4
that?
Algerian first division.
So
it
they're all
is.
averagely crap.
Yeah, well,
Basically,
yeah,
yeah.
possibly.
Did
yeah.
anybody listen to the Radio Aston show tonight?
No,
on the way in?
I
I did put it on, thinking that we may. It was 42 minutes before Birmingham City get a mention.
Yeah.
42 minutes into the show, and somebody was on air today asking the question. What if the third at the bottom and the fourth at the bottom have exactly the same points, exactly the same goals difference, exactly the same goals scored, etc., etc., etc. And you know something? Professional footballer and a professional broadcaster didn't know the answer was it goes to a playoff.
Yeah.
It goes to a playoff. And they didn't know.
Oh, well.
Professionals. Do you know, if I hadn't been in the car, I'd have phoned in. Because I'm that kind of a
Poor
person.
effort.
Right, have we got this correct spelling on the Leeds manager now, please?
That's the correct spelling.
That is the correct spelling, Chris.
Yeah.
Yep, you're absolutely right. Actually, Chris, if you put it down, we'll give you the accolade. There you go. Chris wins that one. Well done, Chris. Well done,
Thank you very
Chris.
much. I didn't copy and paste that at all.
You checked it twice as well, didn't you?
No, yeah.
Doco and paste it. You didn't doco and paste
Doco
it.
paste it, yeah.
Well, that's Leeds done. This one is going to be a good one because I want the right spelling for this one too, because I'm a spelling guru tonight. Like the Facebook spelling police. You did not put that. Have a look.
No,
Kappa,
but
you
no,
put
but-
N-I-E-L for Neil. N-I-E-L. It's just 3 spaces down. Have a look at it. N-I-E-L. It's there for the whole world to see in blue and white. So you didn't get it. Ha ha ha. Next one down then after Leeds United is Middlesbrough. Correct spelling, please. Middlesbrough. Who is the current football manager of Middlesbrough? There you go.
Which should give you a clue that it's not Jim Smith.
Now, did you see the Football League show over the weekend?
I did.
Did you see the Middlesbrough pitch?
The Middlesbrough pitch?
Yeah.
They were away.
Okay, wherever they were playing. then.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
They rolled it out and it looked like tartan. Did you not see it? It looked
No.
absolutely amazing. It was brilliant. It was
I
brilliant.
didn't notice that. No.
Yeah. I thought there's something Crispy will notice.
No.
No.
All right.
And then Doco, a autocaranka.
Aitor Karanka.
Aitor.
Has he spelt it?
Aitor
Yes, hasn't he?
Karanka. Karanka. He's looking these, or he's got a newspaper or something. I
Yeah.
don't care. Doco, I don't care what
For
you
a
say,
bloke who
Doco.
can't spell his own name,
Yeah.
to spell that
Yeah.
correctly.
And spells or A-W-F.
Yeah.
Got to be honest, I'm surprised he can read. I'm in trouble now, aren't I?
You're going to copy it now.
Yeah.
You're going to copy it.
Right, Chris, you'll have to verify this next one then, because who is the current manager of Millwall? The current manager of Millwall, or caretaker manager, or call him what you like.
Yeah, caretaker.
Who is the current manager of Millwall? And
Probably won't be
Aitor
there very
Karanka Channel K is probably the right spelling, actually.
Karanka.
Yeah? Do we agree on that one? Aitorkaranka.
Yeah.
Yep, well done.
Yeah.
And Doc is saying, Ian Holloway, you're incorrect.
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 He's gone.
Channel K has gone for Neil Harris.
Oh, 11. 11 points between top and bottom in the
In
Algerian
the Algerian
League.
League, 11. With how many games to go?
4.
That's quite interesting,
It's
isn't it?
amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So
Maybe
the
the
lead,
cha-
so the league leaders could actually go down.
The team who are the team who are 12th have won 4 on the bounce. So they're probably favourites to win the league, and they're 12th out of 16.
Wouldn't that be brilliant if that happened in the Championship, though?
Yeah, the team who are 15th have gone lost, won, lost. And the team who are top have lost 3 of the last 5.
You know what we should do? We should do
the team who are second haven't won in 5.
Blue Hobber's having some internet issues. He's saying on my feed the answers are coming up before the questions. Well, it's got to be down to internet connectivity.
Who's that?
Blue Hobber's department, hasn't it? We've seen to
looks
acquire
like
Docker. Have you switched him off?
You might be listening to it with a delay. You might be listening to us with a delay, mightn't you?
Yeah, it might be. Yeah.
Yeah, because if we go through that other site, is there a delay on that?
Yeah, a delay
Yeah, I
radio.
think so. Yeah.
All right.
If he's listening as well, yeah.
Suggest you retune to SRB Radio if you're listening through the Facebook page sites or something like that, because there will be a little bit of a delay on
Channel
that.
K's got it right.
Don't like him.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Can you hear me now? Oh, it's gone. That's good.
Right, that was Doco on the phone, ringing in probably to complain, but hey ho.
We should have a sweepstakes on that league, shouldn't we?
On who wins the Algerian.
Yeah. Chelico saying that's not an internet connection. Doco has them ready and slipped his hand on. And Blue Hobber saying some
Doco's
Blues
hacking everybody else's radios
I think so.
that he gets the questions.
He sat outside with a megaphone thing against the window, isn't he? Some Blues fans wanted Holloway as Blues manager, and he didn't make any at Preston, Millwall. That happens though when you go to some teams, and I quite like.
It doesn't work out. Yeah,
Ian Holloway for me was just a little bit of an up-to-date Barry Fry, if you know what I mean.
Very much.
Bit of a comedian,
so,
bit of a boy, bit of a Jack the Lad.
I think it'll be a bit disappointing for him because he had the reputation that if you were in trouble and brought him in, he'd probably be able to turn it round for you.
A bit of a second-class Tony Pulis.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, just with his personality, if nothing else. But yeah, it hasn't worked out, and I don't think.
Do you think it would have worked out at Blues for him?
I don't know. It's really difficult to say, isn't it? Yeah,
He might have.
Because
he always said that Blues was a club that he he really enjoyed. If he had come in here, he didn't like.
I think
coming
Blues
in because
fans were
of the way
looking
we
to
were,
him as a sort of like a Barry Fry.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah. I mean, you look at the way Barry Fry is held in such esteem. Yeah. With our supporters, it wasn't the greatest.
I have actually written to him and asked him to come in. If ever he's up this way on a Monday night.
£12,000 an hour, I think.
I
think he's about 12.
Not for this radio show. He wouldn't be.
Half time at Bournemouth, and they're winning 2-0. So promotion is on the cards.
On the cards. It's a good job they ain't got to go by goal difference, because I don't think they've
got to worry about that.
That would be nice to have a Barry Fry in here. Lovely.
Would it though? I mean, I'm enjoying. I'm relishing in the professionalism of Gary Rowett and his steady kind of like. So, I've got my hand on all of this. Every interview, he seems to be absolutely, completely, and utterly in control.
Well, like I said earlier, every time he speaks, every time you hear him speak in interviews, in match previews or anything, you always have to say. You listen to what he says, and you trust every word he says. So,
yeah.
All right. Next up then is Norwich City, who is the current manager of Norwich City. We did the Millwall, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yes, we did. Yeah. Norwich City. Then next, please.
Correct spelling. Please.
Correct spelling. Yeah, we are spelling gurus tonight, so don't .com and paste, whatever you do. Right. When have these shirts been auctioned off or given out then, Chris?
We have
3. We have an England shirt signed by...
England shirt. That's going to be on eBay at the end of the season.
Right.
We're going to put our Speedway one up on eBay as well, aren't we? We're going to try to get the Speedway one on eBay. And we've got the guest shirt as well, which I think that's going to go to Charlie's charity.
One of Charlie's charities. Charlie's asked me to mention his charities.
Sunshine.
He's going to get in touch over the next week or so and said he'd like to pop in.
Yeah, of course.
I saw him the other day down at St George.
Anytime.
So there you go, Charlie. You can pop in anytime.
Is that correct spelling?
I think so.
That's pedantic,
Alex,
isn't it? Who's that being pedantic there?
Loyal
That's Capo.
Yeah,
I mean,
Capo.
he's put all that effort in, but he wasn't even the first one to get it right, so he can't get the credit. So Doco gets the credit.
Who obviously cheated.
Lou Harbour says, I think there should be one last show after Saturday's game. We are planning to do one, Harbour. We're not sure whether that's going to take place on the Monday. Is it going to take place on the Monday?
It won't be on a bank holiday.
It won't be on a bank holiday.
So I won't be here on the night, so...
You what?
I won't be here on the night.
Where are you going?
I don't know yet, but
That's a bit rude,
we'll
isn't
go
it?
somewhere on
She
a
hasn't
bank
told
holiday.
him.
Yeah, she hasn't told me yet.
Oh, right, it's like that,
So
is it?
true, yeah.
It's like that.
Yeah.
Is that why she sent the dog in earlier? Is it?
Yeah, that's right. Go and have his nuts.
Yeah. Okay, well, congratulations to Doco for getting that one right. The accolades go firmly to you. Yes, so, sorry. What we're thinking of doing is doing an end of season one.
Yeah.
We could do 3. There is a possibility that we could actually do 3.
Or we could do it
right?
next Wednesday.
We could do an end of season one, and an end of season party. Right. There is a possibility that we could do another one at the end of the Premier League
Round about
season,
30.
just to
To celebrate 2 cup finals.
Around about 31st.
and then
The cup final on the Saturday that we won't talk about, and then the Blues Development Cup
yeah,
final
but
on the Sunday.
there's an inherent risk
Yeah.
from them up the road who are playing Everton next.
Yeah.
Right, there is an inherent risk, and you've got to face this.
Could be 2 parties.
Right.
No, I know what you're going to say. Don't even say it.
Okay, I won't say it.
No.
If I don't say it, will it happen?
It might do.
I'm not saying it. I'm going to keep my gob shut.
Because
and I'll tell you
last
what.
time we mentioned it, they went
you're
on the
absolutely
run.
right. You're dead right.
Yeah.
I'm
So
keeping my
don't
mouth
even
shut.
mention it.
Right. Okay. Who
You
is
never
the
know.
current manager?
You're just sad. That's all.
I don't care how sad we are.
It'll
To be
slip
honest
out,
with
won't
you.
it?
Yeah, who is the current manager of Nottingham Forest? Nottingham Forest. Will SRB be doing a pre-season show?
Of course we will.
Yes, we will. Yeah, we do a pre-season. We do a pre-season. We might even.
We'll do it after the end of season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One day after.
The week
Yeah.
after. Yeah.
No, actually, we'll run it straight afterwards. Yeah. So
Oh,
because
no,
we're all
yeah,
there, we'll just do it.
Let's
So
make sure we don't say when the date is for
We
the
won't
end of
say when the date
end of
is.
season because
Right,
a certain
okay.
person might come and
what?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
bring Jaffa cakes.
right. What we've got to do? We've got to keep this under our wraps. Right?
Okay.
I don't want no more stale Jaffa cakes in this ever. Jaffa Gate.
It's on a need-to-know basis.
We're only going to release it to a certain.
Can we block
certain
Doco
few.
on Shoutbox? Yeah, of course we can.
Yeah.
We're not going to, but we can. Right, Carl, come to the end of the season party and I'll bring some Jaffa cakes. Yeah, yeah. Doogie Friedman for Nottingham Forest, correct.
Yes, correct.
So you're now on, you've got 15 minutes left with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to go. I think you're going to get them all.
I think so.
And it's now Reading.
JK has put, want them not to win, so they have to beat Charlton, so we have more chance of 10th. I assume it means Bournemouth.
Yes,
And on that, in that case, even if they win tonight, they're still behind Watford.
Yeah.
So I think they'll be going to
hang
beat
on,
Charlton.
no. Yeah.
Is that the case?
Yes, I think it is actually. Yes, yeah.
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 So even them, they'll be going to Charlton wanting to win because they could win the title if Watford slip up. So I think they'll go to Charlton, buzzing and full of confidence anyway. So I think they'll probably win there anyway. So whether they win tonight,
Even
or
if
not.
we're 11th,
exactly.
The start of the summer is almost upon us, and I'm saying nothing more.
Yeah.
I think we might have Cap on the line.
I'm saying nothing more.
Are you there?
Yes,
Okay, we can hear you. Far away.
good evening. I just want to put in a complaint.
Go on then.
I'm not happy with, my cheat alarm's on today, and I've got a very strong suspicion that Doco has been cheating.
I've just had Google on the phone. They've told me some very revealing things about Doco's last few searches.
And Doco short.
You'd hope he's got a new computer, otherwise it'd just overheat and explode in a couple of minutes with the way he's typing.
And there's
Doco
no way
gate.
he would spell Clark correctly.
Yeah.
There's no way you'd get the Middlesbrough manager right either.
You'd end up putting Steve the drunken Geordie on.
Punctuation and everything. He's putting capital letters at the
That's right. Oh, there you
proper
go.
nouns and
Yeah.
Proper net.
He even spelled Jaffa right.
yeah.
Yeah, Jaffa Gate.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah, congratulations. Steve Clark is the current manager of Reading. That takes us down one more peg to Rotherham United.
Cheers,
Rotherham
Capo.
United. Cheers, Capo. Take it easy, buddy. Fancy ringing in to complain. Poor old Docco.
It's not Mr. Angry, isn't it?
The harmless Irish.
Mr. Angry.
As the shout box, Docco is innocent. Free the Docco one.
Justice for Docco.
This time last year, we weren't in this kind of mood, were we? We've got one game to go, and we needed a miracle.
Capo's got in quick.
That was quick.
Dear me, Docco is innocent. Steve Evans, well done, Capo, for that one. But it is spelt with capital S and capital E. However, we'll let you off for that one. That takes you down to...
Docco spelled it wrong. He's going wrong.
He spelled that wrong on purpose.
Must have known that one then.
He's pasted an extra letter in there, hasn't he?
You only get one go, Docco.
Takes us down to Sheffield Wednesday. Who is the current manager of Sheffield Wednesday? Oh, this is going to be interesting on the spelling for this one as well.
I know this one. It's a guy called Evans. As I met up with the Chucker brothers every August.
I don't get that one.
They support Rotherham, don't they? The
Oh, that's
Chucker
right.
brothers,
I
think.
do.
So,
Yeah, they're both.
I see.
Yeah. To me, to you,
That's
to me,
it.
to you.
No,
Stuart Gray. No. Incorrect. That's incorrect.
Docco's proving a point.
Yeah,
he's spelling them all wrong now, isn't he?
Yeah. But he's still doing the capital letters, so he's
Yeah.
pasting it,
Yeah.
copy and pasting it, and then just
Capo comes in there.
spotting-
Stuart Gray for Sheffield Wednesday. Cappy takes all the accolades for that one as he spelt it right. Docco, Staurt, is Stowart, not Stuart. And I don't think he wants to be called Stowart.
No.
He's christened Stuart Gray. Stuart Gray for Sheffield Wednesday. Well done. And if I demand the right spelling on this one, I don't think you'll ever get it, but we'll let you off with one small typographical error on this one. Two small typographical errors, actually. Woohoo! Who is the current manager of Watford? Who is the current manager of Watford? Watford.
Easy one.
Promoted. That was 8 years out of the Premier League they've been, haven't they? 8 years, something like that.
Yeah, roughly. I think
Yeah.
about that. Yeah. But
Right.
they've just, they've
I think that's some money. I thought.
they've got a lot of money. Yeah,
Italian, is it?
I think they're the same owners as Udinese and
They
a
got
couple of other
millions.
clubs
Didn't
in
they flog
Italy.
off a statue of Michael Jackson or something ago?
That was Fulham, wasn't
Was it? Fulham? Fulham. Yeah.
Wasn't
Wrong
it a
team.
few-
See what my
couple of
memory's
years?
like?
Yeah.
So it's a couple of years ago, they were fielding like 11, 12.
They've still
It's
got
only-
quite
what
a
have
few
they?
loan players, but they made a few of them permanent signings as well. But now they're in the Premier League, I think you'll find a lot of players from the Italian league being bought by Watford. So but yeah, they've just done it, trying to modernise the stadium. They've got a new stand up there, which replaced the horrible one on the side of the ground. So
It wasn't a very nice ground.
no.
Right, now this one. Okay, the manager of Watford was Slavica Jukanovic. Yeah. Docco has apologised for not having a Russian keyboard, as he would have done the accents. There's actually two accents, Docco. There's one above the S in Slavica. That's the second of the S's. There is like an upside down kind of
Apostrophe type.
apostrophe thingamajiggery. And there's one above the C on the end of Jukanovic. So
Close.
yeah. And agreeing with Blue Obra on the Fabrini one there. Could you hear everybody singing sign him up on Saturday?
How did he play on
Oh,
Saturday?
he's just like an inspiration. Isn't
Yeah,
he? Like a little Batman
he's
with
a
his mask
focal
on.
point in the team. Do you know what I mean? He's someone. If we are in trouble, just give him the ball and he'll do something.
His style reminded me a little bit of Paul Pescasolido when we had him. A little
Okay.
bit.
Yeah.
Well, you probably don't remember that. You're
No,
far
I'm
too
a
young.
bit
aren't
too
you?
young
do,
for that.
yeah.
But
Far too young.
I did. I cleaned his carpets.
Clean his carpets.
Yeah. It wasn't there at the time.
yeah, but I think if there's he's played really well for us, and if he catches the eye of other championship
problem.
teams, we might struggle to hold on to him. But
Same as
if he's
Majors.
enjoyed his time here, and Rowett and the board think we have got enough money, then hopefully spending time with Rowett, spending time with the squad and with the fans will persuade him. If he is going to move on, then this is his preferred destination.
Yeah.
He was good. He was, as Blue Arbor said, he was everywhere. Great engine.
Oh,
Yeah.
For goodness
Easy,
sake!
oh.
I tell you what, we've all switched our phones off earlier, didn't we, Chris Pugh?
Yeah, we did. Yeah,
Yeah. And what have you done? Left that one on and get. I'd say, oh,
so close to the end.
yes,
as well.
I know.
Oh,
I know.
what a
You
disappointment.
never cease to amaze us, Chris, do you?
He just never ceases.
Machine Fabrini, love it. And yeah, I'd love to see him back again next year. And Tesha,
Yeah.
you know, they've it just shows you what Gary
Keenan,
the caliber of player that he can bring in, though.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he's. Hopefully he can. He can keep going, and if we can sign the likes of Fabrini and Tesha, these are the types of players he wants to bring in. So hopefully next season we'll have more of the same.
Just 2 more to go in your managers list for the end of 2015 season, and you're going to win. You're going to get them. All right, it's whoever can write them down quicker, though. Blue Arbor, I'm afraid you're listening in at some other planetary time.
throw Googling, put the last one in there first.
Yeah, I could do. Yeah.
Because they'll be ready now.
Who is the current manager of Wigan Athletic? Who is the current manager? And who's the lad at the back as well? So you brought in Tesha, Fabrini.
Keenan as well, wasn't it, from Wigan? We've already signed Morrison, who was his first signing. So, if we can keep hold of them and bring in a few more, utilise the loan market well again next season, then hopefully we'll get even more fans through and keep this momentum and good feeling going.
There is a massive, like Blue Arbor said earlier, there was an atmosphere, a good atmosphere inside, there was a good atmosphere outside.
Yeah.
There was a good atmosphere in the George, and, driving home was a good atmosphere, and my Saturday night and Sunday was, I was absolutely made up, and like I say, all I wanted to do was be a part of that final game of the season and go and genuinely say thank you to Gary and the guys as to what they'd done.
Yeah.
And I had to rush back. I was doing a wedding, so I didn't get back till like 7:10. I should have started at 7, but it's neither in there. 10 minutes, is it?
No.
What's 10 minutes between friends when you've just got married, hey? Malky Mackay, absolutely 100% correct.
Incorrect.
Is it?
Doco.
Oh, Doco is no, hang on.
No, hang on.
No, let's just check that one.
It's incorrect. And Blue Harbor is incorrect. Capo is correct.
Hang on, just a minute then. Docky is Malky.
It's not that. It's not that manager. It's not him. He's got the sack.
Oh, he has, hasn't he? Yeah,
of
of
course,
course. Yeah.
Capo is correct.
Arm wrestling with Capo. Gary Caldwell did a lot in Scotland with the old firm. Remember only correctly, of my old firms. Me, Doco is the new firm. Can we organise
What a wrestling
Conservative
match,
Club
basically.
special? Me versus Doco in a wrestling ring.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine him doing the grand slam on you, Doco.
Oh,
And your little arm sticking out from under his great big belly. Just like waving around.
I think it'd sell tickets.
Give me
to
some
be
air.
fair.
Yeah, we can do it for charity, mate.
It's a better image than you French kissing. It's a better image than you French kissing Docker. That's for sure.
Yeah. I'm sorry about that earlier. I must admit. Okay, well, you've done it with 4.5 minutes to spare, so well done. Then just obviously need the current manager of Dingles. Of the Dingles. Can't say the word. But after good Dingles.
I was up the Dingles yesterday.
What was you doing there?
Yeah. It's a place called, it's up by Sow Mill. It's a little walk called the Dingles. There you go. Bit of useless information for you.
I thought you was up Wolverhampton.
No. I wouldn't go up there. Why would I go up there?
That's why I was astounded.
Horrible.
And Doco seems to have that one right, yeah? So Doco and Paste has worked on that one.
Yeah.
So,
And spelt
yeah,
it right.
well done. We've done the managers.
Has he spelt it right?
Now, if I would have spelt that, I would have put the T on the end.
What, the 2 T's? It has got 2 T's. Yeah. Slap a dingle. Don't you know that is one of the funniest sayings around, and it's slap a dingle. As long as it's done, with perfectly good taste, of course.
Of course, yeah.
Good taste. Okay, well there we go. 3 minutes to go. That's it. The home football season is over. One more game to go, Bolton. Let's very quickly get some predictions in for that one. What are the scores that you say are going to be at the Bolton game? So there we go. As quick as you can, because we've got just 2 or 3 minutes left. So it's Blues versus Bob. Let me get my company pen out the drawer.
While you're doing that, can I just say to people, there's an extra show on after this, coming up at 9 o'clock. With it's called On the Radar, and featuring new local talent, and it's a lady called Danny Nichols, with music from her and interviews with her and so forth. Great listen.
There you go. That's on straight after the Tilton Talk.
Yeah.
Right, what are we going to do for next week then, chaps?
I think we're going to do it. We'll probably do it the week after. Then we'll all be back again.
All right.
So
Okay. So we're going to knock off next Monday.
Yeah.
Not doing one next Monday, and then do one the following Monday.
Yeah.
As a season roundup. We'll put a decent competition together. I'm sure we've got some prizes still left in the box. We'll go. Some giveaways on the night time. We'll have a bit of a party. We'll have a bottle of fizzy Corona.
Yeah.
When I say Corona, I don't mean the beer Corona. I'm on about the old Corona Pop man. You don't remember him, do you?
No, I've got some Corona.
Party. Have you really got Corona Pop?
No, Corona beer.
Oh right, I was going to say. I think oh man, that old Cherry Aid and the orange.
Yeah.
And we were dead when we was kids, mate. If we had a bottle of shandy, I think my dad must have done some overtime, because that was like a couple of old pennies dearer. Yeah, I tell you what, them were the days when we used to have to go out to the garden and pick the beetroot for your pudding.
Did you ever ask the ice cream man for any broken cornets?
Yep, all the time. We used to break his cornets.
Mate.
Right, let's get back on the shout box, Chris, if we can, just before we kick off. And
Loyal Blue Capo's gone 2-1 Blues.
Capo, well done.
25-3-6-2.
1-2-25.
Where's it say that? I didn't.
Oh, sorry.
This pen doesn't work, Chris.
Hang on, I'll get you. Yeah.
25-3-6-2.
Doco's gone 1-1. Or is it Docky?
Okay.
Doco and paste.
1-1. 25.
I've spelt his name wrong.
That's right, he won't get the prize then, will he?
1-1.
25-2-4-5.
2-4-5. Okay, anybody else wants to have a quick go at this? Then we'll pick it up in 2 weeks' time. Chris Pugh, what are you going to do?
I will end with a draw.
0-0, 1-1, 2-2, 3-3.
1-1.
1-1. Gate.
17,800.
GA.
3-1 Blues. What the hell?
1-3.
23,313.
Chris.
I'm going to go for a 1-0 Blues.
0-1. Yep.
19,450.
450. And I'm going to go with, again, a 1-2. Same as Capo, but I'm only going to go 18,145.
Okay, Blue Hobber's gone 1-1.
Yep.
16,451.
You have to look at the attendance that was there last year, yeah.
Yeah.
There was a lot of gaps there, weren't there?
Yeah.
16,451.
451.
Yep. Anybody else?
No, it's it at the moment.
Okay.
And Doco's confessed to cheating on the manager's guessing game.
Where's that then? Where's that work?
If you scroll down, he's confessed to cheating.
Has he confessed?
He has confessed, yes.
Where?
The
There, yeah.
I have a confession to
The
make. I
thought
did
police.
cheat, even though I made some spelling mistakes.
the Thought Police are on their way around to you as we
Doco.
speak, Doco.
We know how intelligent
It's
you are.
disgusting.
That's kind of.
It's unforgivable.
Do you know what?
And it's spoiled this
I
season.
felt good about this season up until now.
What about the
So
spoiled
three-match
it.
ban?
to know that
Three-match ban after the next game. I think.
and we're going to document
Three show chat box ban.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't write on the shout box for the next 3 shows.
And he has to bring in 2 boxes of in-date Jaffas.
Yeah.
Next time he comes.
Yeah.
And I want a
Wonderful
tub of
long
peanut butter.
Some
Sun-pat peanut butter, no nuts, just the smooth variety.
And we just
I've
turned
run out
into
at home.
hostage negotiators.
Well, this has been our football season. Our own games are now finished. That's almost it for the Tilton Talk Show. One more to do. We're going to do that in 2 weeks' time. Thanks ever so much for being part of it tonight, for joining and having a bit of fun. End of season. I think we can all just now breathe a sigh of relief, to be honest with you, that the season
Speak for yourself.
is drawing to a close for some of us. And how lucky are we that Gary Rowett was appointed as manager, back all those games ago.
Very much so.
It kind of looked that
Long live
we
the
were
king.
gone forever. Absolutely. In Rowett we trust. Listen, guys, have a great 2 weeks. Have a good bank holiday next Monday. Let's hope for a decent result and see if we can get that top 10 finish. That would be absolutely amazing. I don't care if we don't. Obviously, I like to see the Blues win no matter what Charlton do. But as always, keep right on to the end of the road, and we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Good night.
Sing